Welcome back to Belad Creative Studio, guys. In this particular video, I'll show you how to create a web development project with generative AI. So we'll be using this generative AI to create a website, but the website will be coded, and all we have to do is to use a test prompt to create a full stack website project. I'll show you how to do that in this particular video. Let's see how that goes for us. And the first thing we're going to do is to set up an account. So if you don't know what the tool is EZsite AI. So that's the tool right here, EZsite AI. So you're going to come right here to try to use this tool to build a website on your mobile phone. So right here, I'm in my browser, which is my Chrome browser, and this is the site right here. The site is EZsite AI, and you could see it from right here that the site is EZsite.ai. You're going to use this AI to build a website from your mobile phone, and that's what I want to do right now. To use this, so let's try to use this right now. So I'm going to try to start a free account. You can see from here, you can build your website in seconds, turn ideas into eye converting live sites, apps in clicks, start for free. So I'm going to click on the button start for free. Look at the button right here. So I'm going to click on that button right now. I'm going to start for free, and having to start for free, I'll be asked to log in or register. As you could see from here, I'll be asked to log in or register. So you could see it from here. This is login, yes, and this is register. So I'll be able to register if you don't have an account right now. So I'll click the register, and here in the register, it's either I sign in with Google. So if you have a Gmail account, you don't need to do too much. You just sign in with Google right here. So I'm going to sign in with Google right away. I'm going to click on that button, and I'm going to sign in with Google that way. And that way, it brings me to the dashboard. I'm going to use one of my email, which is williamsbeloved1@gmail.com. So that way, it brings me to the dashboard. And right now, this is the dashboard right away. And here from the dashboard, we could start creating magic. So I'm going to explore the dashboard for you, so you see what the dashboard talks about, and we are going to go from there. Now let's talk about the dashboard. So this is what the EZsite dashboard looks like, and here in the dashboard we have different parts of the dashboard. We have the build new website. You can use this button to build a new website. Then you could go on to use this to come to the dashboard, to the landing page. So the home is for the landing page, where you're going to see what we are seeing right now. We are seeing build your website in seconds. So you could turn your ideas into eye converting live website or app in clicks. What we want to do now is to explore the different ways to use this AI tool. And this AI tool will be so valuable to us because we can use a text prompt to create a website, or we use an image prompt where we screenshot a website and we try to recreate the website here on this generative AI tool. So here we have the home and we have the templates. So the next thing we want to talk about is the templates. Now in the templates, you can create different kind of websites in the templates. So come to the template right here. I click on the templates, and having to come to the templates, we have different templates right here, which you could use to replicate whatever you want to create. So you could create different websites, interior designer, portfolio. You could create a portfolio website right here without having to go to the extent of trying to design the website or trying to code it. All you have to do is to use this AI tool. So here we have the AI site. So you could create AI sites like AI tools, and you could use this product to do that. So we have AI PPT writer right here. We have character AI. So these are different AI startup. You could start with this particular tool. So you could create something like this. You could create a tool people will be using, which should be an AI tool. And we have SaaS, which is software as a service, and we have SaaS template right here, where you could create a software as a service website. And here we are. And we have portfolio collections, so you could create different portfolios for yourself. We have interior design portfolio, we have Chinese style, and we have lead form. So you could use this to collect a lead form, real estate lead form for an instance, and you could create different landing page with this template as well. So we have different landing pages right here. All you have to do is to choose a template to start doing that. Then you could create different tool sets. You could create different tech tools with this particular generative AI. You could create a tool that would convert charts to PDF. You could create a tool that would create a presentation content for you, and you could create a tool that will analyze stock analysis, and you could create a tool that would be a chat bubble, and you could create a flashcards learning tool. So these are different tools you could create, which you will have more updates later on. So we have 3D design right here. So we have casual game. You could create games as well. Look at games you could replicate from the templates here. So you could create different games for yourself or for people to use. So we have that right there. And you could come to online education, where you have different educational templates that you could use for different educational needs. So we have all these, and that will be home templates. So you could come back to your home, and coming back to your home, you could use this to build your website. So the major things you need to know about this product is not beyond that. And you could go on to my projects to try to use my projects to check out what you built. So you could come to my projects to check out what you built. So like I've said, I've talked about the home, which is the main dashboard, where we can either use our text or image to prompt. So either you use text or you use image to prompt. So we have the templates, which is very important as well. So those are the major parts we've talked about, and that's all you needed to know about the dashboard. Let's go ahead to create our first project. How do we do that? So I'm going to start our first project, and here in my home, I'm currently in the home section, which is this. So here in my home, all I have to do is to use the text-based prompt to create my first website. So I'm going to use the text-based prompts, make sure it's right here, and I'm going to start testing. This is where I'm going to input all my tests. So you're going to describe your vision, and the easy website builds it with great design and code you own. So let's do that right now. So let's build our idea, let's build our product. So let's say I want to build, so let me try to prompt with tests. Let's say I want to build an hosting service website named Belad Tech. I want to have different pricing plan, and the hosting website would be a landing page for different web design services, from hosting to creation of websites at a cheaper rate. The brand color is navy blue and orange. So let's see what it creates for us with this little test that we just prompted. Let's see what this AI tool creates for us. So I'll click on generate. I'll click on generate right here, which is this generate my website to proceed. So I'm going to do that right away. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to go ahead to generate the website for me. So let's see what it's creating for me. So right here you have a code and you have a way to preview. So what this AI tool does is that it creates a code for you, then it creates an environment for you to deploy whatever code it creates for you. So in essence, it's going to create the product in codes, then you would be able to preview your product. You'll be able to make changes, you'll be able to edit your product the way you want to edit it, then you'll be able to launch that same product right here in the EZsite.ai. So it's as easy as that. So what you do is to prompt, and you can either prompt with text or you prompt with an image. So for web designers, you can actually design a Figma file or get a Figma file. You could go to a competitor's website to screenshot a competitor's website, then you create something similar, change the layout and change everything about the website. So right now the EZsite AI generator is trying to generate a website for us, and it's going through the process of creating a hosting service website for Belad Tech. And this way we are going to wait for it to create that. We're going to see how it goes from what it creates. We're going to see how it goes from there. So let's wait for that to get created. So right now it has created the website for us, and here you could see different folders of the website. So it has created the hosting service website for Belad Tech, and here we have the different folders. Then you have your Belad Tech hosting service website is now complete. Then we have every other thing here, so you could preview the website from here. So you see we have the website preview here. Let me show you what we have. So we have the website preview. So you could come right here to preview the website, see how you could preview the website. Then you could preview the code of your website from here. It's either you preview the code or you preview the website. So we are trying to preview the website right here. And this website it creates for us. So we have the landing page, we have the services, we have every other thing right here, the web hosting, the website design, the e-commerce solution, the mobile friendly design, the SEO services, the website maintenance, and here you have everything. So we have everything going on great and good, and the pricing and everything. So we're going to come right here and you'll see that we have navigation menu, the home, the services, the pricing, the testimonial. So this AI tool has created a full website for us. And in the next lesson, we're going to see how to set up this project. So let's preview this. And having to preview this is what the whole website looks like. This is what the AI has built for us. So we're going to see how to edit this, how to make it make more sense. So you could see right here we have the whole hosting services going on here. So we have our services, so you could come to services, we have our pricing, we have our testimonials, and you can get started. So it's as easy as that. We have all this going on for us, and this is how we created a full website with generative AI, which is the EZsite AI website builder. So the website is EZsite.ai, and that's what we use to create this particular tool. So you could see it from here, EZsite.ai. So that's what you would use to create your website with AI. I had to upgrade this my pricing subscription to be able to access other features like inputting my custom domain name. So I have a custom domain name on Hostinger, of which I'll be using the custom domain name to set up this project I built on Easy website. So I'm going to come to my domains. I'm going to come to my domains to check my domain portfolio. So in my domain portfolio here on Hostinger, I have beladtech.com. So I'll use this particular domain name, this particular beladtech.com. I'm going to use it to power my project on EZsite. So let's do that right away. So I'm going to come back to my EZsite, and here you could see my current subscription is this pro subscription, which is for a single project. As you could see from here, that's my current subscription, just for $19. And here we are. So I have 120 messages per month. I could use 120 messages per month, as you could see, in terms of chatbot. And I can use 3 EZsite host domains, yes, and 1 custom domain connection. Then we have other features like 1000 mini CRM records, and I have website hosting included. I have basic AI models for my app, and it's going to remove the EZsite badge. So let's see how to go about adding a custom domain name to our project. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to come back to the home. As you could see from here, this is the home. I'm going to come back to the home. So coming back to the home, I would see that the normal landing page is showing. This is the normal dashboard of where I could create with either text or image. So let's use my projects. I've created some projects, so I'm going to go to my project right here. I'm going to come to my project right here, and having to come to my project, I'll see the project I've done, the project I've worked on. What I need to do right now is custom domains. I need to use the custom domains to access custom domains. So I'm going to click on custom domains. So let's use the create a new domain. So I'm going to use create a new domain, and here in create a new domain, I'll see this button new domain. I'm going to click on that. So I'm going to click on new domain, and having to click on new domain, you see the domain type. I have 2 domain types, so I'm going to choose the second. So the second says custom domain. I'm going to use custom domain. Then I'm going to input the domain name, and there in my domain portfolio you could see I have beladtech.com. So it's going to be beladtech.com. That's the domain name. So I'm going to come back to my EZsite. So this is the EZsite, and I'm going to come right here. I'm going to input it www.beladtech.com. Yes, beladtech.com, and here we are. So I'll be able to input the domain, and all I have to do is to click on the button create now. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to proceed to help me connect my domain to this project. After we tried connecting our domain name, after we've upgraded the subscription, we have a CNAME error. And why is that? Is because we've not connected it to the record, to the domain name record where I got the domain name from. There's always a record, so I'll go connect it to the record. That's what I'll do right now. So I'll click on this question mark. Look at the question mark right here. I'll click on that. Yes, let me click on that, and when I click on that, you'll see something like go to your domain name register and add a CNAME record pointing to client.ezsite.ai. So let's do that right away. So I'm going to go now to input client.ezsite.ai into my CNAME record. So what I'm going to do is to go to where I got the domain name from, and I got this one on Hostinger, as you could see from here. So this is one of the domain name I got on Hostinger. Use this dots. I'm going to try to use to access more option. So I'm going to access that, and having to access more option, I have different options here. So I will choose edit DNS zone. Yes, so let's edit DNS zone, or we can manage as well. So let's do that right away. So I'm going to edit DNS zone. So let's see what that will translate for us. And here we can change our name servers. As you could see, we have name servers right here, and what I could do is to come to my manage DNS record. As you can see it from here. So every domain name service provider has a DNS record. All you have to do is to locate the DNS record and try to input a CNAME. So let's input a CNAME right now. So how do we go about that? You're going to come here to click on type. Yes, this is from Hostinger, but you can still follow the same step with other domain name provider. So yes, we have type, and after type, I'm going to click on that, and here in type, you're going to see the types you have. So we need a CNAME, so I'm going to use a CNAME. As you can see, the type I chose is CNAME. Yes, that's the type I chose, CNAME. And let's see where this goes. So the name of this, just name it EZsite, EZsite AI. Yes, and the target. So the target is where we want to go now. So let's come back here, and it says go to your domain name register and add a CNAME record pointing to client.ezsite.ai. So let's input that right away. So it's going to be client.ezsite.ai. So that is it right there, and all I have to do is to add the record. So that's all you need to do. It's just as easy as that. Just add this record to your domain name provider. That's your DNS record. Then you're going to have that inputted. So let me click on add record. So I'm going to click on add record. So you see, name must have art or have no art. So okay, so let's make sure this one goes. Let's remove the art and let me add record. So I'm going to add record right now. So the DNS record has been created. We can just proceed right now. So if you want to learn more, there's little to what I can do right now, but if you want to learn more about this tool and you want to start using it as your toolkit to create websites, all you have to do is to come to this help and support. Come to help and support, then you will see a lot of documentation. So let me click on that so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'll come to help and support, and here in help and support, you see we have different documentation, and from here you could learn more. So you see user guides. Yes, click on user guides to learn more about you creating, and if you're a developer, you could learn more with the developer guides. And if you are trying to integrate, maybe you are trying to integrate payment, or you are trying to connect it to an API, you could use the integration guides as well. So the all guides are here to guide you, and you could see we have the roadmap. I don't know if you could see it from here. So you could see we have the roadmap right here, and we have the future requests. So we have a YouTube channel you could check out as well. So we have the user guide introduction. You could learn all these. You could see these are guides on how to go about designing your website with this tool. So it is very easy to use. You could just read this documentation to learn more, and this documentation would really help you to get more knowledge on how to use this tool. So you just come to the documentation and go through all this. So go through all these for user guides if you are just a mere user. So this is the roadmap for you to go through, and you could just go through it. You see this is a roadmap, and you see the roadmap from here. you see your feature request, you see your user guide introduction, and you see your introduction itself. So it says everything about the tool. You could see prompting guides. So if you need to know more about prompting and getting the best result for your website creation, you could use the prompting guide to learn more. And we have design style guide, so you could check your design style guide as well to learn different style of websites you could create, and you could go to the crash course to see more things you could do with this particular generative AI tool. And you could actually go to the developer guides right here, as you could see it from here. So you could come to the developer guides to see more things you could do. So you could see you could add API endpoints and methods. You could go to your webhook as well, and you could integrate. Yes, you could integrate as well. So come to integration to learn more about you integrating. So you're going to just come to the integration guides, and you see different integration right here. You can integrate a 3D model display system, and yes, you can do a whole lot right here. So that is that for that. So you have some helpful resources here that could help you learn more about this tool. This is where the video comes to an end, guys. If you've not subscribed to our channel here at Belad Creative Studio yet, do remember to subscribe, like, share and comment.